Gotta give you props. Wake up, guys. Maya's like, wake up. It's because it's a Monday, technically. Even though it's Tuesday, it's a Monday for us. Wake up. Alright, making me tired. Car dirty. Need to wash it. Wash. Window dirty. And they say wash here. In this one, wash the window. Same thing. You can wash the window, or you can wash it.
Isn't that also like show?
Show? Oh, performance or show. Different movement and palm orientation. Wash, kind of like when you hold something, it's right here, you're washing it this way. Then performance or theater, show,
kind of more
actor, actress, woman. The cat's hungry, please feed. Okay, now when you're feeding, so we're talking about the spatial verbs. I'm eating, it's facing me, feed it. Feed whatever it is. If you've got a big guy, I don't know, you're going to feed him. Horse? Horses are bigger than people. Eye gaze. Feed it. Unless you got a pony, it's going to be down here. If you got a cat, dog, I don't know, maybe you got a Great Dane, it'll be right eye gaze, like eye level with you. But think about, eye gaze is very important in deaf culture, especially when you guys get into like describing your stories and you're really getting to describing. It's so important. When you're talking to a child, you're not going like, I told my 6-year-old son, I said, blah, 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 blah. No, son's down here. But down here, okay? So feed it. Cat hungry, feed, please. Make sense?
Oh, so you went hungry, so you don't have to...
Well, you can say feed. You'd be like...
Well, what I'm saying is you don't go like this.
Oh, you don't have to go there first, no.
Because you indicate hungry.
Right. Well, you don't even need...
though.
I'm saying you don't have to do hungry, though. You can... This means to feed.
Oh, okay.
To feed something. They're just saying, they're trying to specify the cat's hungry, setting up the topic, because in deaf culture, they'll tell you more information than you need to know. Yeah, we know the cat's probably hungry, that's why you want me to feed it, right? But they'll go, cat hungry, feed.
Okay, in the book,
But
we're going like this. Starting off with their mouth. And
feed. You don't have to. I've not seen it. You don't have to go feed. A lot of times I just see feed.
Okay.
But you can. I'm just saying it's an older book. A lot of things have kind of not become lazy, but I don't see it go feed. Feed. Baby, baby, baby. You said if it's on a high chair, you go, you feed the baby. Just remember, it's going out to another person, so you're feeding. You're not eating yourself.
yeah, it just seems like such a common sign.
I know,
that
it
would be
seems common.
mixed up
Well,
with
I
the
also think it, like, I think it seems common to you guys because I've already exposed you guys to a lot of classifiers. I mean, last semester you were exposed to a lot of things that this is covering now, and it seems like common sense now. I'm sorry, but y'all are, like, top notch.
Yeah, I was thinking about that a few minutes ago, man, because we covered a lot of these are overlapping.
Because to me, these seems like verbs and nouns that you should have learned in ASL 1. That's why I don't like this book. These are survival signs that you should have learned. Right? So I think that it seems common sense to you guys because you're like, I've already seen this. This makes sense to me. Because usually classifiers aren't introduced until ASL 2, 3, no, like later on in 2 and then most is 3. So, touch you guys. Have you ever seen that? You'll see this in depth. Touch you. Like, well, la-di-da. It's not like sarcastic kind of thing, but it's like, look at you, touch you. So that, I think if the guy saw me do a show and I was like, look at you, touch you.
I did one of my famous thank yous this weekend.
Oh, you did?
I
Did
did.
you insult a deaf person?
Well, I did one of my famous thank yous.
Which is this? Alright.
Same old.
What
I was
happened?
quickly corrected. Wasn't I doing? Do you remember that part?
Who corrected you?
One of our deaf friends.
What did he say? Oh, Arden. That was, I'll never forget, that was like the first week you were like, all about, I mean, you've been like so excited about ASL this whole time. I love it, but you were like talking to me and you were like, and I kept saying, I was like, and he goes,
That was after.
like you thought I was saying, like, oh no, thank you. You were like, no, thank you. And I'm like,
That was after I attended my first deaf.
was it? Okay, maybe it was later on. In
No,
the,
that
in the
was.
year.
It
Was
that,
it?
Yeah. Just, I said, what do you mean that?
Cracked me up. It cracked me up.
I was never corrected.
No, thank you. I was like, no, thank you. Here. Oh. Some habits are hard to break.
Such a
Some habits are hard to break. Thank you. That's funny.
I'm learning.
And it's not even a deaf culture thing. It's more like a universal.
Might take a black eye, but I'll learn eventually.
Yeah. Gonna come to me one day with that black eye. It's a learning process. Maybe it's a learning process. Dog want walk. You take the dog for a walk. Remember, it's all about requesting things. You're just putting your signs together, showing how to put the signs. Dog, the topic's the dog. Dog, want walk. We walk the dog. I know, it sounds...
I'm surprised that one's not toilet because I mean you're not actually the dog doesn't
Well,
actually
you
want
are
to
walking
walk.
with the dog, though.
But
the
that's
dog
not the
does
main
want to walk.
purpose.
I know what you're saying, though. The dog, the meaning behind the words is the dog
Bath.
has to go to the bathroom. Which you can do that. Dog needs to go to the bathroom. Go walk.
So what's this that he's doing?
Go outside. Outside. He's just showing a picture of someone outside. Outside. See, she's got an open palm for wash dishes. It's you can do open palm or closed palm. See it both.
Where are you at?
Top right of that page. Wash car, wash window, feed, go outside. Turn the page.
I know, she's jumping on. She's a little jumper.
I went to this number.
Yeah, but we already went through those.
Oh, sorry. You guys good on that page? You don't really have to say that. I mean, I know it's deaf culture to say more than you need. Grass, tall, mow. It's obviously inferred that the grass is tall and you need to mow. That's why you mow, because the grass is tall. But it is deaf culture to say more than you need to. Like, I've interpreted and talked to deaf people where I'm like, I don't know where this is going. I don't know, you're going this way and this way. Obviously they get to the point in the end, but on the way there, it's like all over. Point, off the point. This means like off topic. Off topic. That way. That's what are you smiling about?
This.
What?
Just us at the mall last night.
I wanna
We
hear
didn't know
stories.
sign, we kind of went around it, you know?
Did y'all kind of make up signs?
Oh, yeah.
No one would pay attention.
Yeah.
No one would know the difference. When people come up to me, hearing people come up to me, I loved your interpretation. It was so good. Like, how did you know?
Yeah.
I honestly want to say that. They're being super sweet and I love it because they obviously like the facial expressions and the movements, but I'm like, how do you know? I could have been up there signing mom all over, just mom, mom, mom. Like, you would have never known if I was just making up something.
But it's
Waving my
kind
hands
of,
in the air.
even this week in reiterated fact, we're all equipped with, enough vocabulary to actually, if you get a deaf person that's cooperative, we
Oh,
have,
yeah.
we're all
You guys
equipped
don't
with it
know
and
how
we
much you know until, don't know how much you don't. You don't know how much you've learned until you get out and,
It's true.
did you feel comfortable? I mean, there were probably some points where
I
you were
was
like,
real comfortable.
struggle. See?
I was real comfortable and they were cooperative enough to correct me on a few things.
Well, and that's fine. That's how you learn, especially from deaf people. That's how you learn. But to get out, but you don't realize how much you've learned. Like when I was in Italy and I'd taken Italian for like 3 weeks, which I ended up failing because I didn't go to class. But I'd already graduated. I didn't really care. I learned more out and about in the Italian world than I did in the classroom anyway. But I didn't realize how much I'd learned until I started talking to some Italian people. We were sitting on the Spanish Steps and they just came up to us because everybody around there sit on the Spanish Steps in Rome and they drink wine. That's just what they do. And they were talking to us and I was like talking. I'm like, oh my gosh. You don't really realize how much. That's why we want you guys to go out to those deaf events. That's why. You just don't even realize it.
And if you get into trouble, you start to think